Hello guys, James here, and I'm back today with a bit of a different video for you. It's going to be basically a quick little squad builder that I've done on Foothead. I'm sure all of you know this website, and yeah, basically what I'm going to do is go through a squad that I've built for FIFA 19, as they've got all the FIFA 19 players up now on the website, which is just great with all the in-game stats as well. And yeah, basically we'll get straight into it. And yeah, obviously I'll be doing my FIFA 19 Road to Glory on the Nintendo Switch on the 25th, because I've got the Champions edition of the game. So as soon as that comes out, I'll be looking to start that. So yeah, just can't wait. And yeah, basically the 4-3-2-1 is the formation I've gone with, just because it's hard to tell what formations are good in the game until we've actually started playing it, but this is one that I've liked for the last couple of FIFAs, and hopefully it's pretty good again. It's always 4-3-3's normally pretty good, and you can get it to work with yeah, whatever you want. But yeah, we'll start with the goalie, and I didn't realise he'd transferred, but we'll look at him, we'll go onto his card. This guy, guy from Crystal Palace, I believe he must have transferred. I think it was Getafe he was at before, but yeah, don't hold me to that one. And yeah, just basically a standard cheap non-rare goalie that I was looking at, and all of these stats here are very good, sort of above 80, and then the positioning is just below 80. But what you can do is well, it doesn't actually do it for the goalies, that's a bit of a shame. But yeah, the chemistry part on Foothead, unfortunately. But yeah, he should be a decent goalie, and with even with a basic chemistry style, he'll have all of those stats above 80. And he's also, as you can see there, 6'3", which is very nice, and he's got a 3-star weak foot. So yeah, he should be a solid goalie for the start of the game. So we'll close that, go back into the team, and yeah, basically these players, none of them are outstanding. Or you wouldn't have thought they'd be outstanding, but we'll go into Yedlin here. But they should just be a cheap starter squad, very cheap, and just have a nice base for you to start the game and then build off of that. But Yedlin here, what obviously draws you to Yedlin is the 93 pace, and then these three stats: decent enough dribbling, and above 70 in both defending and physical, which is nice. And then yeah, as you see, just lightning pace, shooting doesn't matter at all. The passing, none of these really matter. The short passing is the one that is the sort of stat that you would be looking at if anything, and he's got 70, which is good enough. And then agility is nice, balance is nice. All of these sort of in the oranges, they're all decent enough. And then the same with these, none of it's great, but he's got good stamina, which you want, because we're yeah, like I say, until we actually play the game, it's hard to tell how important stamina is going to be, but it's always fairly important, so you can last the game. And then yeah, if you go onto here, and we'll put him onto basic, you see these stats go up even more. So he's got just very decent, and yeah, I'll leave it on just basic for all of these players, because that's what I normally do until I've actually played the game and know what needs to be improved and stuff. But as you can see, that card with even just basic on 10 chemistry for all of the players is very nice indeed. And then we'll look at these again. Like I say, yeah, all of these, none of these players should be I mean, the most any of these should be sort of 4, 5 at very most, I think, because a lot of them are low rated. That's what I've done. I've sort of got lower rated with high stamina and decent stats on them. But yeah, again, Lindelof, he was good last year, FIFA 18, and again he's got that 72 pace, which is very nice, and 78 and 76 with decent dribbling and decent passing. So we'll bump him up to the 10 chemistry again, and you see there he goes up to 75 pace, 73 dribbling, 82 defending, 78 physical with 75 passing, and it's just some insane stats really for a centre back. And he is 6'2". He's got 3-star, which is nice enough. And yeah, I think he'll just be a solid player for the start of your team. And yeah, again, Smalling, he's lost a bit of pace now, not quite so overpowered, if I can click on that right. But yeah, 68 pace. I'll show you again with the basic on, just the basic. He goes to above 70, which is something that I always like, just above 70 at least. So, oh, voice going there. But yeah, above 70, that's the main thing. And then look at that, that's just with basic. He goes up to 85 defending and 84 physical. Not the greatest passing, decent enough dribbling, but I think at 6'4", medium-high work rates with a 3-star weak foot, I think he'll be a decent addition to the team, and another one we'll see quite a bit of at the start of the game. And then the left back is a new highly promoted team. Not highly promoted, they just got promoted. Fulham, back in the Premier League after about 5 or 6 years, I think. And they bought Joe Bryan at the end of the window, I think, from Bristol City. But again, I was just looking at him, and he's 75 rated, so he's going to be packed so much at the start of the game. It'll be ridiculous when everyone's buying packs. And he's got that 86 in stamina there, and just overall quite nicely rounded card. And then again, once you apply that 10 chemistry, he's just very nice. Decent pace, decent dribbling, decent defending, decent physical, and good enough passing. As you see there, he's got over 70 for short passing, which is all you really want and need. And yeah, I mean, this team, and again, he's actually got a 4-star weak foot, which is very nice, and a bit small, 5'7", but yeah, you can get around that with the wing backs. But yeah, again, this team, it's not going to do you crazily well, but what it's going to do is give you a nice base to then build up. And I think, yeah, you'd be surprised by some of these players. As we look at another new transfer of Lerma, the Colombian. I believe he transferred from Levante for quite a big sum to Bournemouth, but he's got a very nice all-rounded card. As you see there, we'll just apply that basic chemistry again to him. So he's got almost 80 pace, and for a midfielder this year, there's not many with high pace like that in the central midfield positions. A lot of them have been majorly downgraded, so I think that could be coming very handy. And then he's got 70 in over 70, shall I say, so 77 dribbling, 76 passing, which is good enough. Not the best shooting, but at the end of the day, ultimate team, the midfielders, what I'll show you with the team in a sec what I like to do, but midfielders don't need to have the best shot. And then defending, that's great, defending and physical. And you see some of these stats here, 83 short passing, almost 80 long passing, good dribbling stats, and then amazing physicals and defending stats there really, apart from the heading, but he has got good jumping, so as long as you've sort of got one of them, they sort of make up for each other. And again, 90 stamina, 4-star weak foot, 5'10", medium high, so he'll be sort of a bit more defensive minded, but a very good addition to your team nonetheless. And then yeah, while we're here, I'll show what I like to do with the 4-3-2-1 formation is sort of have a sort of a midfield general, sort of defensive player in that central role. As you see, I've got Karate there, and then this position here where I've got Lerma at the minute, sort of like to just be someone to just run around winning back the possession and passing it off. And then the one on the left, I sort of like to be them who's sort of a bit more attacking. They're sort of a bit more of an attacking player with a bit more flair and can go forward nicely. So yeah, we'll go into Karate, and yeah, there's nothing really to shout about Karate. He just does a nice job there in for you, and he's tall at 6'2", high medium work rates, which is not the greatest, but if you set him to stay back while attack, that'll be fine. And again, just great physicals, high stamina, high strength, high aggression, high jumping, and then good standing tackle and slide tackle, all good there. Dribbling's good enough, not the greatest agility because he's a tall guy, but yeah, and then high pace, which is very nice indeed. So yeah, he'll be winning headers and breaking up the play and then popping it off to players that can do the business up the other end of the field. And then this guy, glad he's moved back from a winger, because at the right midfield position he's a bit unusable sort of thing, but we put him on a basic and that card then just looks incredible really. 77 pace, 74 shooting, 78 passing, 79 dribbling, bit low on defending, but he, as I say, the left side of midfielder I like to use as a sort of more flair player, and then 87 physical. As you'll see there, he's got nice shooting stats, finishing's not great but he's got good shot power, good attack positioning, and not great long shots but good enough. Short passing's good, long passing's good, curve's good, vision's good, ball control and dribbling's alright, and then yeah, it's just basically overall it's just good. And another 6'2" though, so we've got 6'2" Sissoko in there, 6'2" Kuate, and then 5'10" Lerma, so they're all biggish guys, and yeah, that's always something that's good at the start of the game, to have a nice dominant midfield. And then up top, I believe this guy, the new record signing for Brighton, is going to be a very underused but a very good card when we put him onto the basic chemistry. Just look at that card for the start of the game. 86 pace, 86 dribbling, 78 shooting, 74 passing, 74 physical, and yeah, just 88 sprint speed there with the basic chemistry on there. Decent enough finishing, good shot power, great vision. I believe he was leading assists of the Eredivisie, where they purchased him off of AZ Alkmaar, I believe, Brighton did. And then yeah, great dribbling stats, good ball control, dribbling there. Composure's fairly decent as well. And then 79 stamina, which is good for attackers because you want to just leave them up the pitch anyway. And surprisingly good jumping as well, so he might win you a few headers. But then the good thing about him is that he's high, which is quite good for attackers. He's 5'11", so he's big, quite physical. And he's also got 4-star, which is going to come in real handy, shooting with either foot and also whipping out the skill moves if that's what you're into, and you can pull them off. So I think it'll be a very underused but overpowered card at the start of the game. And then Richarlison, the young Brazilian, shame he got that red card. He might have got the first player of the season, or sorry, not player of the season, player of the month, but he had a great start to the campaign, and again, put the basic chemistry on him. He goes up to 86 pace, 84 dribbling, 73 shots, 72 pass and 79 physical. And again, like all these players, they've got just decent enough stats in the areas that you want them. But he is a 4-star skiller and 5-star weak foot. He's 5'11" and again high. So I just think he's going to be one of these players. Might not be used that much, but he's going to do a massive job for you up there. And I think he'll contribute a lot of goals and assists. And then in at the striker position, we've got King, who is a pace merchant every year, and we'll pop the chemistry on him again, see what his boost got to. And again, just look at this card: 91 pace, 82 dribbling, 80 shots, 71 pass, 73 physical, and he's got all the stats where you want him really to be a decent striker at the start of the game. High sprint speed, high acceleration, great positioning, great finishing, great shot power. Long shots is neither here nor there. You want him to be up there, not really taking long shots but finishing easy chances that you make. Decent enough volleys and penalties. The vision's good enough. He doesn't need crossing, he's going to be the one that gets crossed into. Short passing at 77 is decent. He's not going to be a player that you're doing long passes with, so that doesn't matter. And the curve there, maybe you could have that a bit higher, but that's again neither here nor there. Good agility, not the greatest balance, but he's a taller player, so yeah, you'll have to deal with that. Good enough reactions, but great ball control, great dribbling, and decent enough composure, which you can boost with some. I believe there's a few chemistry songs you can boost that with, and then just decent jumping and strength and stuff. And then he's got 4-star skills, only a 3-star weak foot, which is not amazing, but yeah, he's 6 foot, so I think he's going to be a decent player out there. And then now I shall show you the bench with a few honourable mentions, and there is a few players there also that I could do in another video maybe, but might wait till we actually get into FIFA now. But we've got Cedric, who again I won't go into it too much, but again, he's solid stats all round, 70 in everything apart from shooting, and then when you boost that with the chemistry, it goes up lovely. And he's got high stamina, about 86 I think. And then Cabaselli, another good centre back option there. Good last year, good this year by the looks of it. When he gets the boost, he goes above 80 in both defending and physical, and about 73 pace, so that's just perfect for the start of the game. And then we've got Patrick van Aanholt, left back option. He's been good the last few years. High pace at 89 without any boost, and then 70 in dribbling, defending and physical, so very similar to Brian there really. And he just improves him very nicely when he gets the chemistry style boost, no matter what you pick. And then Diame, I was looking at him, not the greatest stamina, but he's a good all-round card, and when he gets the boost he's quite similar to Sissoko. He's sort of got a good shot on him, good enough that you'd want, and then he's physical, he's big, and he's sort of quick enough. And then Amati, basically a sort of carbon copy of Kouate, and he'll do a job of breaking the play up and winning those headers and that. And then this guy, this probably will be one of the most expensive players that I've picked out. Obviously this is an Arsenal new signing, he's only 78 rated, but if you look, we will go into him and we'll give him the boost. Click on that. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Sorry, what have I done here? Back onto the squad builder. No, it's not going to do it. Oh, here we go. No, I don't want to do it, but he's got great stats all round. 80 dribbling, 73 defending and physical, 77 passing and 77 pace. He reminds me of a bit of a cheap Kante, and when he gets the boost he goes almost up to 80 and a lot of stats there, so I think he could be one of the most expensive players in this squad. And then El Yunusi, a great little winger, great, I think he's got about 88 stamina, so he'll be able to run all game. And when he gets his boost, again, just solid player. And yeah, basically what I do, if you have watched any of my World Cup Road to Glory I've done on FIFA 18, basically I have this starter team, and then I'll have these players on the bench, so after a game when they've run out of fitness, I'll just swap these in. So I'll have a right back to swap in, centre back to swap in for the one with the least fitness, left back to swap out, 3 centre mids to swap out, left wing to swap out, striker and right wing. And then our right forward is this guy, Adama Traore, who is a new 5-star skiller, massive pace, not the greatest shooting, but decent dribbling, decent physical. And I was looking, if you put a sniper on him, I believe it is, he goes to insane shooting, finishing wise, but on the finishing stat and dribbling just goes up crazy, so I think he could be a little cheap beast. And then Wilson, can't speak, quite similar to his teammate Josh King, high pace, decent shooting, decent dribbling, decent physical. And again, when he gets his boost, he's just going to be a great solid player for the start of the game. And then what I've got here is what I'll do with the free space I've got left over in the team. Normally these would be on the subs bench, they're like swapped around, so I've got, these will be my impact subs. So I've picked out Perez because at the start of the game all these players should be quite cheap, because they're all from leagues that like you can't really build that many good teams with these players, because Argentinian league there's not really enough players in it to make a full team, so he should be cheap. And he's got all above 70 in every stat, so he's sort of a defensive midfield option, and he can play anywhere around the back really and do you a service, and just give you a boost of energy in the midfield in that second half. And then these two players, there's loads of options really out there, but I'll just pick these two out because they've both got decent enough shooting, dribbling and pace to make impacts up front. And yeah, again, there's loads of different players, but these are just two that I picked out for the video. But yeah, that's it. And I think this could be a great little starter squad and something that I'll definitely be aiming for at the early stages of my road to glory. But that is going to be wrapping up the end of the video, guys. Yeah, so if you go over to Foothead, I'm sure you know about this website, but you can have a look at these players, have a look at all different FIFA 19 players, and just check out ones that you want to build teams around, and what sort of players you want to aim for at the start of the game. But thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the new intro that I've had made for me, and please comment videos you want to see, how excited you are for FIFA 19 to come out now. I think it's going to be a week tomorrow to get the early access, and then a week Friday, so yeah, less than 2 weeks if you're getting it when it comes out for everyone. And I just can't wait now. So can you leave some comments on stuff you want to see? Like the video, that would be very much appreciated, and subscribe for more FIFA 19 content. Thanks for watching, see you later guys.